G'day guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thanks for coming. Well, today I'm going to break down this tank and find out how many cherry barb fry we have. It ain't the easiest to work on because there's not that great a gap, but you know, it's the way it is. What I've done, I've just drained the water out down pretty low. I still have the container in there. Saved the bucket here, put the there goes the smoke. Put the sponge filter in there so that it maintains the bacteria. Heater up here turned off. It's like 20 minutes, half an hour. Took a while to drain because it drains slowly. Got some water here to put them in. You can still see there's a bit algal bloom. So next step will be take out the container and go through that, make sure there's none in there. But let's find out how many fry we've got. I'm thinking 30ish, but we'll find out. There is 2 catfish in there, so I'll catch them out as well. So yeah, have a guess, how many you reckon? I don't know. Alright, I'll get on to catching them. Take the container out, go to catch them. I'm going to put them in the tank with the platies, and then I will clean the tank, reset it up for a week, and then chuck the females back in there for another week and have another spawn in there. Let's see how many we get. Okay guys, I've counted 53 of them. I've added water from the platy tank. Yeah, there is a few a lot smaller than one. They are nearly 3 months old. And you can see there's a few that are small, but I'm going to put them in this tank here with the platies. There is 2 cherry barbs in there. The platies are, anyway, we'll put them in. The majority will be fine. There's a few of those smaller ones, but there is a bit of old moss, whatever, here and here for them to hide them. I think they'll be fine. The other 2 cherry barbs there, but yeah, I've been acclimated for 20 minutes and then I put them in. So about 50 or 53, I think, give or take. A bit hard. I took a photo and counted them, but so that's okay. I'm pretty. That's good enough. That's good. So I'll put them in there. The good thing with cherry barbs is very hardy fish. They come from India somewhere. They live in a lot of small pools that are they're very good on temperature fluctuation and water condition fluctuation because that's their native environment. So very hardy fish. And now the other 2 babies I put in there survived from that other batch, so I'm pretty confident I will put them in there and then we'll see how they're going. Thank you. Okay guys, I've got me, because I can't fit the bucket of water in there, I have to siphon it off a chair. But anyway, I'll just show you what I'm going to do to reset it up. This is all the gravel that was in this container. Took it out, make sure there's no fry in there. But there's lots of snails in there. So I've tried to get all the snails out of the tank. I'm not going to put this gravel in, I'll just let it dry out and die off. Snails, I like snails, but get as many as I can, because when I put the weed back in, there's going to be some in there. It's not so bad with cherry barbs because they will hatch out the eggs 24 to 36 hours, so it's not like a 4 or 5 day gestation, so they don't take out too many. But anyway, what I'm going to do, I've just got these old Chinese things that I used to use for guppies, stack them up so the fry could hide. All I do is I put 2 in, upside down. Use gravel or whatever so the eggs can go through. Then because I'm not using that one, I've got a bucket of stones here. Just put quite a few in the end where it doesn't fully cover. like such, and then a few over the mat. Now, I've got my bucket with me sponge filter and the nudger grass I took out. Maybe a few snails in there, but anyway, I'll just use this for the time being. May not be enough, but I can add more to it later on, because it's probably got to be another week, a week and a half before I get them to spawn, and just a few little stones to hold the moss. Simple as like that. And then I just put it, the working space here is really bad, and then I would just put it in there before I add the water like that. I can always add more stones and more moss as the track goes, but I'll just put that in now, a nice new clean one. Then I'll clean the sponge filter in the water and put it in, put the heater in, then I'll drain the water in. So very simple. I do have the females in there and the males in the one beside. Always good to keep them separated for a week, up to, you know, I usually do about 2 weeks separation, and then you don't have to worry so much about the males, but feed the females up on frozen brine shrimp and quality flake. I do have microdust powder and that stuff, and that's 61% protein, so that's really good for the fry. So I do whack a bit in with the parents just to get any eggs. But okay, now I'll go through the boring part of adding all the water back in. I'll put the heater in and there you go. Very easy, but the fun of breeding, it's always good. You can never produce enough. So they're in the other tank now. Okay guys, about an hour later, finish the other tank, and yeah, no dramas. Platies aren't picking on them at all, so that's pretty good. All over the place. You can see quite a few there. So the smaller ones are going to be fine. I looked up the dates. They're 3 days less than 2 months old. So that's pretty good. There was 2 others in there from a batch that I didn't see when they initially came. They spawned, and when I went to separate them, we just grabbed them out. So that makes about 55 in there, and 16 platies from a drop. So the tank is 230 litres. It's a strange sized tank, but like most of them, they're second hand. So 230 litres, or about 62 gallons, so they'll be fine. So 2 months, I'll grow them up another 2-3 months, and then they'll be ready to sell, hopefully. I will continue feeding them 3 times a day, or maybe once when I'm working or whatever. So yeah, some more down here, all over the place. They'll take a while to get used to it, but I'm pretty happy with that. That's a pretty successful spawn, I reckon. So thank you. Got any questions or comments, leave a like, consider subscribing if you want. I do have ones 2 weeks later in here of them. I don't know if you can see, but that wasn't very successful. I failed feeding, working, whatever. There's 10 to 15 in there. In this one, there is some, but I don't know how many. They're only a week old. So, yeah, we'll see how we go. And this one needs to clear up, but it's all ready for next time, another spawn in there. I will need to put some more nudger grass in there, but you know, it's good. So I'll have a few coming through, keep pumping them out. Hello Rain, what do you want? You want, okay. Alright everyone, so pretty good, happy with that. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time when I'm doing something else. Bye.